In this module, we are going to talk about identifying barriers. Cultural globalization, that is regarding transmission of cultural norms and values, intensifying global relations, consumption of global culture, international travel, cultural diffusion through media and internet technology. When we try to identify barriers through the lens of cultural globalization, we see that cultural norms and values, when cross the boundary, we definitely adopt it as per our requirement. It is not possible that every individual is going to buy the idea of other cultures, are going to buy everything that has nothing to do with his native land or native culture. So it depends upon the financial condition of that specific territory that is going to accept or adopt another culture or other capabilities, that how they take or how they adorn themselves with the uh, with copying that culture. So it depends all on individuals, different economic resources, and how those individuals adopt the intensity of that culture. I mean, the level, or you may say कि कितना ज़्यादा वो उस सकाफत को अपने अंदर जो जज़ब करने की रखते हैं सलाहियत, उस पर डिपेंड करता है. कल्चरल बैरियर्स, challenges to cross cultural transmission of culture, different languages, different belief systems, different gestures and symbols. As I earlier mentioned, that even you cannot find any cultural impact evenly in one society. There are different provinces, there are different federal state units in which you would find different types of individuals with different cultures. So, one individual group is going to adopt any culture, foreign culture. It is possible. Maybe in the same country, another group of individuals is denying that culture. So we cannot say that every culture can be adopted as it is. So there are some barriers that is regarding the value system of that specific group. Are their norms and values? Are some other things? Cultural globalization is mainly criticized for diminishing local cultural identities. Developing countries are the major victims of cultural globalization. Dominance of Western norms and values. Local culture of developing countries is considered inferior, and developing countries are supposed to adopt Western culture. In fact, if you could see that after the First World War and till Second World War, there was colonization in Africa, Asia, and Latin America by the imperial powers like Britain, France, America, Dutch, Holland. So those imperial powers were having their colonies, and they left that cultural heritage in those countries. And those colonies having a slave mindset, and the individuals which remain in that slave mindset, they were adopting that cultural setup more easily. But the individuals which were denying that slave mindset and countering that slave perception, they were not accepting that culture, Western culture, as such. So, what are the consequences when we are going to identify the barriers? Socioeconomic problems in the developing countries, poverty, psychological issues, social inequality, and we see that cultural heritage, sometimes our local heritage, is going to be erased. Regional disparity may be there, dependency on Western world. Again, that I mentioned earlier, it is all happening owing to that slave mindset that imperial powers left when they withdrew their forces after the Second World War from Asia, Africa, and Latin America, where their colonies were there, and they withdrew their forces but left that slave mindset there. State, religion, and specific cultures are aversive to cultural convergence and are firmly determined to prioritize and promote their own culture instead of adopting other cultural values, that is Chinese culture. If you could see that today in the contemporary world, Chinese culture is being spread through Confucius Institute, and there are more than 1,000 cultural institutes, Confucius institutes, which are spreading Chinese language and cultural in different parts of the world.